received a Priority 1 transmission from the spokesman. The Resistance has a VIP operating out of this area in need of immediate extraction. Advent forces are on alert nearby. Be prepared to engage and eliminate any hostile contacts. Secure the area and escort the VIP to safety.
Greetings, hello, and welcome back to more Long War of the Chosen and Operation Ancient Tongue. Okay, sure, whatever. No, really, just no. Yeah, we got a VIP extraction, the one where we don't have concealment.
Menace 1-5, target coordinates incoming.
Except if we do.
Proceed to the evac volume for extraction.
That's brought 7 people.
So your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
And on top of that, we have Advent couriers, and we have the Dark event where they have increased hack and side defenses.
I'm going over here.
It's gonna be fun, and I didn't even realize that that might be a problem with that upcoming supply rate, but you know what? That's a problem for future commander to worry about. Will not affect us on this mission. Actually, I'm probably going to do some scouting protocol. Yeah, thank you.
Fine by me.
This is the perfect place to get jumped.
Double time it.
Let's have some more fun.
Who needs cover anyway? Well, that was fantastic information. Good thing we had that. What's in the tower here? Large alloy cache at 17%. Yeah, that's already part of the issue with
Bangs out.
Do not test my patience.
the thing. The barrier dark event. Hack defenses are doubled. By the way, there was a patch to Modjam that now fixed Akimus actually having pistol overwatch. So that's exciting.
Going to explore over there.
I think is that the
Target over there.
Custodian? No. That's a group of 4 though. Shock Trooper, Shipper, Duelist, Sword Trooper, okay. Got a little bit. Maybe just swing everybody around this side. How close can we get here? And how are we gonna open up once we get there? Probably with an incendiary bomb. Yeah, we'll take one more turn here. Well, either it's gonna be incendiary bomb or it's gonna be the good old run in there.
I'm going.
Punch them all with my pistol.
Will you not aid me in my vengeance?
Bring it down here. Keep an eye on those 4 and also give me some more vision in this direction. Yeah, that was something else there.
Whatever.
Affirmative.
I do have stealth protocol. I could also try to stealth somebody up. Stealth Maria up a little bit closer so that we can set up Valley of Death. Interesting. Now I'm gonna give up a shield here for Mooney.
Big dog is off the
On Overwatch.
And we'll see what those guys do. They move away. That's kind of the worst. Oh, those are also two separate groups, it seems. There's the courier and the custodian. Probably a second custodian in
Hostile over
there.
there.
No. Pretty sure the shadow chamber was saying there's a Mark II custodian on the map. Okay, I like the idea, which was my own idea, and that's why I like it, of giving it stealth here. See how close we can get for some Valley of Death action. Not amazingly close.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
It's close enough. I fire you up. You have the extra mobility from that. Then you could reach this. Honestly, I'd rather reach these two guys, because these are in the valley. So let's combine that. It's all probably a really bad idea to do an activation like that, but you know, oh, but Valley of Death is not going to trigger. No, it is, it is. You should lose concealment as soon as they go into combat and get increased detection range. Alright, so we do that. Valley here. There. And if things go wrong, Pensive can just move up and command you back, teamwork you back. Just gonna YOLO all the way over there to the shield bearer. I do not particularly like the path you're taking. Get you around this way. Hello.
So much for a quiet approach.
Just punch him again. Punch the other guy.
How many people do I have to kill to get a legendary to drop? And I suppose one more won't hurt.
Well, that was the most disappointing Valley of Death we had so far. Shouldn't there have been another punch? Well. It isn't the consequences of my own action coming to haunt me one more time.
I hope you got a plan. Whatever it takes.
Well, that should have set that guy on fire. Oh, things not going right now. Oh, that also didn't crit. Fantastic. Alright, alright. I can see some issues here.
Certainly gonna put in a good word for you if we make it out of here. I'm a friend!
So how do we solve this little issue? I can go and punch the duelist. Like, I don't want to be flanked to the shock trooper, so I guess I have to punch him from here and hope I don't activate anything else near the evac. Alternatively, I can run somewhere where I flank both. If he moves, he'll probably set himself on fire, although I'm not super convinced that he has fire on his tile.
I hope it's worth it.
Also not super convinced that that's going to be enough for the assault trooper. The precision shot not critting. It's going to cause me some serious issues. So maybe it's time to just Black Flame connect these two guys. Yeah, I guess that's what we have this for. Wanted to do a fancy activation. Has that always been so loud? I don't remember that being this loud last time.
Let's go over there.
Waiting on you, precious.
Well, as the Mark II Custodian... Oh, we have two... Wait, do we have two couriers? That was also a Custodian plus a courier, right? Okay. That's an interesting change of pace. Might just have to fall back from this stuff though. I don't really have the tools to engage them right now.
Yep, just like old times. We need to start collecting these. I like you better dead.
Collect these quickly. That should prove useful.
There, I think I kind of set up for letting them come a little bit closer. Can you get away from there? Yes, you can. Which might just mean set you up here with no watch.
Approaching target now.
You sit up there with no watch.
Get down here! Not fair if I have all the fun.
You currently have line of sight to the guy? No. Okay.
All right, I'll go. Scanning.
All that. Allow yourself back to somewhere else. And I want to keep an eye on if this group is coming in. Okay. I've actually moved you a little bit back. Extremely light missions, not always extremely light, huh? 3 custodians out of 9 enemies. And I mean, the assault trooper is also a big beefy boy. Yeah, let's double shield over there, since the mechs are standing out in the open. Let's see what they do. A courier double moved.
We can work this out.
Set him on fire, okay.
Deflection.
Must have been a double move. Okay. What's my plan against armor in this squad anyway? You have shredding against mechanicals, but we don't have shredding against regular dudes at all. Well, we have shred storm cannon. Also, I somehow managed to build it before, despite not finding it previously. Yeah, I think we just bonk here. It's probably guaranteed kill, and the last group should be fine enough away to not activate here. Oh, that's good. I'm shredding. Would burn them? No, I think. I need to know
Going to explore over there.
if the other group is too close or not. I don't see them right now. So what I'm probably gonna do then is to concussive strike the guy in the back to have him controlled. 85%, that's not good enough. But before we do that, you over here.
This is gonna be a piece of cake.
Got all of that. Wonderful. Any second now? Okay. It's him taken out of the picture, and you're gonna start doing some shooting on this guy. How can you support? And what do you do here? I think we just throw plasma to shred that last pound of armor. I don't want to pick up that loot. Is that too greedy? It's a plasma grenade plus 2 shots here. I'm gonna kill the guy, that's the question. With a command, that's 3 shots. That's 16 to 18. And if I grenade, you get 10% more to hit chance because of
You don't have to tell me.
bond bonus.
Oh, love it. Blaze of glory.
$99 now, okay. Wooded time. Don't even need that command. Alright, cool. No idea where that last group is.
Okay.
Alright, so we can kinetic strike. Does not end my turn.
No joy here.
And then I guess kinetic strike again.
Sir, I have visual on the object. I got no idea what this thing is.
Going to explore over there.
Yeah, outside there. The world, where are you going? This thing doesn't really have, well, it has this part here, but no windows in this section, and only that window in the back and that window in the back. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is we can probably approach these guys somewhat sneakily.
My hunt continues.
And they don't seem to be on alert, so I think I can just dash up as long as I don't spook those civilians, yeah.
Copy that.
We have a second hack tower near the evac? Not really. They are not even doing anything. Okay. Vital point targeting. And I do have whatever gives more crit. Might I follow? Let's see what that end result is here. Yeah, it's, I mean, he has a lot of armor. But also he's gonna be disoriented. One for you, and another one here. some of my attacks are shredding. I know he's also disoriented. Now he's running. Can I have some more punches? No? Okay. Like, I honestly don't know how many punches I'm doing to which guys. It's like... Nobody knows, nobody cares.
Big deal.
Just keep shooting. Alright, so what are we doing here?
It's about damn time. Sure thing, armchair general. Hell, it's about damn time.
Is it clear?
Right, and that's done. That's it. That's over. That's... Didn't the courier... Oh no, the courier doesn't drop anything. It gets directly into my inventory.
Today the paint salesman's in town.
What? Might as well just leave directly.
Wear me out.
Just in case if this goes red next turn, I might not be able to make it out. Remember?
VIP is secured.
So let's wait. In case we need to support. No? Okay.
I depart. That should prove useful. I'm all over it.
Hold on a second. Can you make it to wherever the hack tower is? Kind of, yeah. It's your buddy. I think there was alloys or something there, so something we can actually still use, right? So that's...
Okay, let's go right up here and take a look.
Worth it.
Might as well put the little rascal to use.
Yeah, let's just evac out everybody, and
Fun little workout.
the rest should be out next turn.
As long as this world is plagued by demons, my hunt will continue.
And off
It
we
was
go.
one of the most rewarding and satisfying things that I'd ever done.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
I have never seen two couriers on a courier satrap mission, so that was interesting.
According to Advent officials, recent attacks by dissident elements operating outside of the city centers have done little to slow the progress of Advent's ongoing development or outreach programs. Voluntary...
I'm always pleased when the troops return without any reported casualties. Can't hope for a better outcome.
Alright, our shooting akimbo has reached Master Sergeant. So we now have the great choice between just 30% more damage outright to all organic targets, unload by each weapon 3 times at a single target, so it's like Walmart banish. Next 20 aim penalty, cannot crit. I'm not a fan of unload. Purely, if only just for the cannot crit factor. And then you have a limit break, which yeah, so unlimited actions until the end of a turn, but each action after the fourth, right? So 3 actions are free, and then you take damage. 10% of maximum health. Each action after the 5th will have increasing chance to render a soldier unconscious. I'm fairly certain you can equip a mind shield, and then you don't worry about unconsciousness. Will prevent the soldier from falling unconscious. That being said, you probably still want a vest and an ablative thing and ammo, so I don't see how you fit in a mind shield reasonably. All damage from all other sources is delayed until the beginning of your next turn and amplified by 25%. Now what I'm not sure is whether or not this 10% damage that you take with each action, if it goes to your ablative or if it immediately affects your health. I would assume that it goes up into ablative first. Although I would just say that I think it should go directly to your health and ignore your ablative. I think I'm just gonna be boring and take Butcher. Yeah, done. Complain in the comments. You do anyway. We got another facility lead. Fantastic. Finding that last pip that was somewhere on the map. Now a scientist. And some loot. I feel like we should have gotten more Illyrium. Like, we're sitting at 5 Illyrium. And we just killed 2 couriers on the mission that always carry some. Now I didn't pay enough attention to the messages, so maybe I'll go back through the video and then complain some more. But anyway. Gonna throw in some training here. So here's a question to the general audience, if you're still here. Do the forge next? So basically, kind of my big thinking is we can do the forge, then we do the power through the shadow chamber projects, and then network tower, Leviathan, end of campaign. Or we could just play around a little bit more, get some more levels on some people, maybe do those facilities to remove all the avatar pips. Guys, basically, should we bring this campaign to a quick close or fool around a little bit more? That's kind of where I'm open for both things. I already know what kind of campaign I want to do next, which is going to be another Long War of the Chosen, but the next campaign is going to be without any mods, kind of as vanilla Long War of the Chosen as it gets. And probably doing like some Psy Rush or maybe Spark Rush, something like that. Since we haven't done a pure vanilla Long War of the Chosen campaign since the actual Steam release, so I thought that would be interesting to see. But for this current campaign, for the Modjam campaign, kinda on the fence of how much more I want to do in this run. We want to do another HQ assault or really just get it over with. So yeah, let me know. For now, I think we'll wait for that supply raid and see if we find any more interesting missions in either of these regions here. You know, we just got a scientist. Also no. Hang on, this one also required a boost. Yeah, probably a little bit more intel, now that I think about it.
Setting course for Sector 8, Mexico.
Jailbreak in Mexico. So yeah, I think we're gonna bring Pagan's crew again. Same crew we just had on the mission today. You two are just gonna be doing covert actions. I still kinda wanna see Cloud getting his Master Sergeant and seeing what Slamfire can do. And, you know, let's borrow Wasp again. That fits, doesn't fit. Okay, and just send those 6 out. It's good enough.
We're in the pipe. 5 by 5. Setting course for Sector 10, Eastern United States.
Incoming message for you, Commander. Patching it through to your quarters now.
I had high hopes for the
30 free supplies.
Commander, and you
unbelievable.
Yourself.
We have a chance to deal the Elders a great blow, should you wish us to, Commander.
I'm not sure I like how he says great blow. But anyway, what do we have here intense training-wise? Dodge, aim. We could do in dodge training with our hoplite. What's the other one? Aim. Aim is interesting. If I had an officer with lead by example, then this is probably super valuable. No. Ooh. Refined Illyrium. But we need a tech sergeant Templar. This is for the Illyrium nuke, I think. Crafting. That, you know what, that you can't just dangle a nuke in front of me and expect me to not take it.
If we have the soldiers to spare, we should deploy them on a covert action with the resistance.
Oh, they're okay. They're in bond training for 6 more days. Alright. Let me do the ability points. %7 failure. Okay, maybe we need a tech sergeant here then.
We'll get the job done. Don't worry, Commander.
By the way, there's some interesting discussions on changes to how psionics are going to work in Modjam. So, but nothing is finalized yet, so probably too early to share any thoughts there, but definitely interesting changes. Anyway, I'm not sure if this is the best idea I've ever had. Apparently we're sending 5 people, plus a potential LWotC drop-in, onto 27 enemy supply rates. Now, one thing I could do...
Hey, Commander.
Hey, yourself.
Just give the word and I'll get started, Commander.
I could take a look. LWotCs. Realize we don't have enough crystals.
Avenger plotting new course.
Market is open.
Hold on a second. Why are you here? You're in the barracks. Yeah, let's buy that. It's all garbage.
New orders, Commander?
So, as I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted by the lack of materials, I could, you know, just buy another one and equip a second person with that. Now, I'm not sure how exactly it's gonna work. It's gonna randomly select somebody to jump in, probably, which might not be what I want. Can I call in both, but with a cooldown? Is it just gonna call in both at the same time? I probably should read the item description. Loadouts. Evac, flight, yeah. Get to the point. Punch. Don't think we've ever done that. Only for heavy armor. Okay, that's why. Traitor. Only for heavy armor. Tactical info, nothing. Is it in the GTS? One soldier per turn. A long cooldown between users. So yes, we can bring in a second person. But I'm gonna assume it's gonna be random who we get. And there's a long cooldown. That could be 5 turns, it could be 15 turns. Like long cooldown. Like, is that my welcome to my daily tooltip rant? Yeah, you write such a nice long description and then it just says long cooldown between users. Just write 5 turn cooldown, 6 turn. Like, why long? Why so unspecified? Like, I really don't know who else I want to bring in, though. Like, I know what I got here. And I think I'm just gonna not equip that second LWotC thing. Should have probably read all of that before looking at the LWotCs. Alright, we're gonna put a cut in here. And we'll find out how we do on that supply rate. That is totally unnecessary. In the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.